One of my favorite foods in the world is noodles, and noodle making can be traced as early back as 200 AD in China. And in China, southerners eat more rice and northerners eat more noodles because wheat is in abundance in northern China. And here at Shang Artisan Noodle, they still practice traditional noodle making focused on the province of Shanxi, where amazing noodle dishes are born. One of my favorite dishes from Shanxi is the dao xiaomian knife-cut noodles. The practitioners of this noodle making method actually puts the dough on their head and slices the noodles into the pot directly. Another version, of course, is the classic hand-pulled noodles, which can be stretched thin or medium or even thick based on how you like your texture. And here at Shang Artisan Noodle, they still use these classic techniques. So we're gonna get a bunch of dishes to try. Two different types of noodles sitting in front of me. I got the classic hand-pulled noodle. This is a typical ramen or hand-pulled noodle in China, where the noodles are kind of the size of a typical bowl of ramen noodles that you will see at a Japanese ramen shop. And it's soaked in beef broth with stewed beef chunks. This is as iconic as it can get for a Chinese beef noodle soup. And right beside it, I have the classic dao xiaomian. Now, these noodles are not gonna be very uniform. You're gonna have some pieces that are a little thin on one side, a little thicker on the other side. That's the beauty of it. This is how you can tell hand-pulled, fresh Chinese noodles from ones that are frozen. The texture is undeniable. It's gonna be springy and bouncy, right? It's gonna be like the slinky of noodles. And before you dig into the noodles, you gotta protect yourself, right? Know your enemy. Know your noodles. This is serious stuff, okay? We ain't gonna noodle around here. And you gotta protect your shirt with whatever you can get. Next, gotta taste your broth, all right? And the beef broth is gonna be a little oily on the top, so part that a little bit and just taste the flavor. Oh, yeah. That tastes like a cow's been sitting in there for a while, in a very good way. Beef noodle soup is gonna have a really deep, very big umami flavor because this is a soy sauce-based broth, and you're gonna taste so much of that great, rich beef goodness. The sign you're eating something great, you take a bite, your eyes inadvertently closes. You can't even control yourself. It's like experiencing a great first kiss. What I like to do, and what I recommend you do, is add some Chinese black vinegar. I like mine pretty vinegary. And this is not gonna be sharp, so don't worry about it. People drink this in China, like, as is. It's already got some spice in there, but I like mine hot. I know this is Vegas and it's already pretty hot, but I like my burning when it goes down. Just shower on the hot oil, bring it close to your mouth, and just get ready. Oh yeah, and my lips are burning from all the hot oil that I added to this broth. Of course, another huge element of good beef noodle soup is the beef. This beef is stewed for a long time, extracted all the flavor. This thing should be absolutely tender to the touch. These are some of my favorite noodles in the world, and there is a big difference between the different noodle textures. What I love about these noodles is that, like I told you, it's not uniform. And that's what makes these super chewy and spongy. And they're great in soup, and they're also fantastic stir-fried because they retain their chewy texture longer. And this is stir-fried with some chicken. These are very traditional noodles, and you can taste the traditional method that this place used to make these here. If you never had noodles like this before, trust me, you are missing out in your life. Your noodle-loving life is not complete. This is what you've been looking for. Stir-fried to perfection. A little bit of oil on the outside, all that great soy sauce flavor and the flavor from the chicken and the ingredients so penetrated inside every single cell of these noodles. All these dishes, the common denominator are the fresh, chewy noodles. So if you are ever in Vegas, you want to try something truly authentic and historically delicious, stop noodling around and come here and try this out.